It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Hope y'all ready for this one. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jaden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. That's the veteran safety, Marshawn Lattimore, bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing the out route, Ayuk has it. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. So Kittle comes in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. The Commanders' offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will get into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Purdy works out of the pistol. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Throwing on second down is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So on fourth down, the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, out to punt. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Daniels. Sending it deep. Looking for Osborne. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. To return is Pearsall. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Purdy now on second down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A first down throw for Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing again is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Third down, Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This a 48-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Niners are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He'll get this complete to Gallup. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's McLaurin open on the left side. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing, and they get him down well behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. And this will be from 42 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So here's Seibert, made the field goal a moment ago, and now we'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Purdy on 1st down. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback, but the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's to his tight end, Kittle. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20. Again in the air for Purdy. He's got it at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the 49ers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first down, Daniels. On target, got it to McLaurin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Daniels gonna throw again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. To the air again is Daniels. In trouble, and down he goes. So we'll take a breath. We're at the half, and it has been an intriguing game to this point. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
1st and 10. Purdy. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Got his man at the 6. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 24-10 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Daniel. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Third and a yard. Off his own read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. And he will have the Commanders' first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, Let him find some daylight and go get that first down himself.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 5. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's going to tuck it and go. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a first down. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Another run here for Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Here's Seibert now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders back within 7. It's 24-17. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. All alone is the tight end Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Whistles look like the right side got an early jump there. Let's check the flag. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He runs with it. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Purdy works out of the pistol. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He pulls it in around the 5. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with McCaffrey. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. That's complete. John Bates, the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play action. Here's Daniels. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A run here with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, that second down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On the zone read, a give to Garendo. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. The 49ers out to punt this one, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
The right side, catch made by McLaurin.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll try to run for it. And it's going to be a Commanders' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Samuel has it working in the middle. Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now, 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.